This is ABC15 Mornings.
Ukraine remains standing.
Losing this entire war of messaging.
Now the world watches as Russia puts nuclear forces on high alert.
I'm Joe St. George on Capitol Hill. Should Congress change the country's employment laws and mandate paid sick leave for the very first time? We look at the debate that could impact your workplace coming up.
Here's Booker.
Oh, they're going for the three all the way.
Crowder buries it. Jay Crowder rattles it down.
Close, but not enough. The Suns will try to get back in the win column later this week.
Down to the final pitch.
My gut tells me we are not going to be resolved until about St. Patrick's Day.
We begin deadline day for Major League Baseball.
St. Patrick's Day, I mean, it would be a lucky day, but we don't want to wait to get that lucky, right? We want to see a deal done now. We've got a lot to get to on this Monday. Thank you so much for waking up with us here on ABC 15 Mornings. I'm Kaylee O'Kelly.
And I'm Ixaletti. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's get things started off with meteorologist Iris Hermosillo checking that most accurate forecast. And a warm-up we're going to see this week, Iris.
Oh, yeah. Get ready for it. The 80s, they're back, and they're coming back strong in full force here as we go through the next few days. Temperatures right now in the 40s and 50s around the valley. We still are waking up to some of those high clouds that we initially saw move in yesterday, and that's making for a little bit of a milder start. It's 54 right now in Phoenix, 56 in Glendale, low 50s in Goodyear, and a few other spots around the valley in the 40s right now. For Phoenix, it's going to be a quicker warm up as we head into the 80s this afternoon. Yesterday, our temperature ended up right at the average of 73. Today, we'll be into the low 70s by lunchtime, and then our high peaks at 81 by around 4 p.m. Again, starting out the day with those high clouds, dry conditions, filtered sunshine before those clouds begin to clear as we head into the afternoon and evening. And it is going to get warmer. Tomorrow, we're up to 84, and by Wednesday, we are inching close to that 90-degree mark. But it'll be brief. We start to drop again, and by Friday, back near normal as we track more storms heading our way. I'll show you what changes those are going to bring in that full 7-day forecast. But Megan Thompson giving us an update on that Monday morning drive. Hey, Megan.
Hey, good morning, Iris. I'm happy to see those temperatures trending back down. So I appreciate that news, at least good news for me. I know some people like that heat for us on a Monday morning. Let's get a check of traffic now. Sponsored by Accident Law Group. This live view shows some of the slowing that we're already seeing on the I-10 eastbound. This spot near 75th Avenue. Many folks heading into the downtown Phoenix area. Your speeds dropping as you're passing the Loop 202 South Mountain interchange below 40 miles per hour. The 17 southbound also hitting those brake lights right around 50 miles per hour as you're approaching the stack. If you're coming from the West Valley on the I-10, you still will have those nice speeds. It's after you pass the Loop 101 interchange that you'll start tapping those brakes. Two crashes to tell you about, one off the freeway near the Loop 101, 99th Avenue and Glendale Avenue, and then the I-10 eastbound right near the mini stack. That 16th Street one continues to be a problem. Some flashing lights on both sides of the roadway. Check at the East Valley shows nice green conditions. We'll get a check of those desert drive times and traffic predictor in just a few minutes.
Okay, well, we're talking about baseball. Will opening day be delayed, or will it happen at all? We could be just hours away from having that very answer.
Amelia Fabiano live this morning as representatives with the Owners and Players Union are set to meet again. Fingers crossed that they can finally have a breakthrough here, Amelia.
Yeah, seriously, Nick, today is about to be the 8th consecutive day they are meeting to try and come up with some sort of an agreement. And as if they haven't already been in crunch time, today is really a harsh deadline. It's not just the threat of spring training continuing to get delayed anymore. There's also the threat of a delay to opening day that is looming as well. So the league has said multiple times, today is the deadline to reach a deal. Otherwise, that opening date is going to get delayed. So if negotiations don't go well, that day at the end of March, as I said, is going to be delayed. At this point, spring training across the valley has all but become an afterthought, really. Cactus League games should have started this past weekend, and now it looks like more than ever, spring training will be partially sidelined for a third consecutive year, which, of course, will be a huge economic blow. The Arizona Cactus League says the season brings an influx of about 1.8 million visitors, with 60% of those coming from out of state. If the labor dispute gets resolved, there still should be hope for a shortened spring training season here in Arizona, but a lot of tourism dollars will be lost. They have been lost already. A writer for the New York Post thinks a deal won't get done this week.
My gut tells me we are not going to be resolved until about St. Patrick's Day. As long as this gets resolved sooner than later, so that there is a season, the plan is to have spring training here in Florida and out in Arizona.
Yeah, today marks the 89th day of work stoppage. And of course, fans of the D-backs here in Arizona just want to see their team play. Home opener for the D-backs is scheduled for here at Chase Field on April 7th. So we'll see what happens this week. Hopefully that New York Post writer is incorrect and they do reach a deal. Back to you.
Yeah, of course, a big financial impact. Hundreds of millions of dollars come from spring training right here in Arizona. That was our Amelia Fabiano live for us. Meantime, the steady decline in COVID cases giving people a little bit more peace of mind about being in larger crowds. The Italian Festival returning to downtown Phoenix this weekend after a 2-year hiatus because of the pandemic. Nearly 10,000 people coming to Heritage Square Saturday and Sunday.
Incredible. I mean, the crowds were way bigger than we've ever experienced, and the culture is just fantastic, as you know.
The Italian Association says they are grateful to everybody who came out and also the overwhelming support.
Well, a researcher from the University of Arizona is part of a study on the origin of COVID-19. 2 new studies claim to show evidence the virus started in a wet market in Wuhan, China in late 2019, and we've talked a lot about that. But instead of a bat as first thought, these researchers say the animal was more likely a Chinese raccoon, a dog, or a similar-sized mammal.
6:05, when you call in sick for work, do you still get paid? Not everybody has access to paid time off, but some in Congress are hoping to change that. This morning, Joe St. George takes a look at how U.S. companies are comparing to other countries and why having paid leave may be more important for the next phase of this pandemic.
Across the country, mask mandates are going away. Every state except Hawaii has announced plans to either eliminate them right away or do so in the near future. On January 20th, our country was averaging over 735,000 new cases. On February 20th, we were averaging just over 100,000, a sharp decline. But while those numbers, as well as the number of mandates, have gone down dramatically, another number has gone up. Take a look at how many Americans called in sick last month, around double the average from the last couple years. And while these statistics were taken when the virus was raging, it is a reminder that the pandemic is still happening and employees will have to call in if they catch it. But what happens when someone gets sick, perhaps with COVID, and their employer doesn't offer paid time off? Some in Congress fear they'll still go to work, and that'll create an outbreak. Their solution, for the first time in American history, mandatory sick leave. Ahead of President Joe Biden's State of the Union address on Tuesday, a group of Democrats are pushing the policy proposal to be included and voted on sometime this year. One proposal would give every American worker at least 2 weeks of sick leave if they got COVID. Around 33.6 million Americans do not have paid sick leave, according to the Federal Bureau of Labor Statistics, and the United States is one of only 11 countries in the world without mandatory leave for health problems.
The 1918 pandemic came in waves, just as ours does.
John M. Barry is a distinguished scholar at Tulane University. He isn't an expert on paid time off, but he is an expert on how pandemics end. He wrote The Great Influenza about the pandemic of 1918 and says 100 years ago, even after all the health restrictions were lifted, people still got sick and couldn't go to work. In fact, cities like Detroit, Kansas City, and Milwaukee saw some of their worst outbreaks after people stopped wearing masks.
There will be another variant.
Whether or not a paid sick leave plan can pass Congress is still very much unclear. Democrats in Congress have struggled in recent months to pass initiatives like this. In Washington, I'm Joe St. George.
6:08 now, and today, new technology for traffic safety will be voted on in the East Valley. Mesa City Council will decide if the Forensic Services Division will be able to buy a blood and urine testing system to detect drug use in drivers. The agenda says requests for this type of testing has increased close to 180% since 2007, and fentanyl cases specifically have increased more than 250%. This will allow not only Mesa, but Tempe and Gilbert to utilize the technology as well. The cost about $300,000. The city may spend an additional $130,000 for 3D scanning technology, which was requested by the homicide department, but will also be used in traffic investigations to reconstruct crime scenes. That meeting starts at 5:45 tonight. We'll keep you posted on what happens. In the meantime, do you have a road issue or question for the Operation Safe Roads team? Call 833-AZ-ROADS or email roads@abc15.com.
Well, we turn now to our Phoenix Suns, and it might be more difficult than we thought without Chris Paul. Our Phoenix Suns now losing 2 of their last 3 games, including yesterday to the Utah Jazz.
Devin Booker was the leading scorer, putting up 30 points. The team back on the court Wednesday night, hosting the Portland Trail Blazers, hoping for a better outcome there.
Well, this will be a great outcome for those of you who get to go. Cam Johnson making good here on that Super Bowl bet with one of his teammates. He's going to be holding a lemonade stand today. It's not going to be up for very long, only 3 to 4 o'clock. We'll take what we can get. It's happening at Los Olivos Park.
All the proceeds will go to Phoenix Suns Charities, which just does so much amazing work. So many organizations benefit from that. Special Olympics Arizona, so many different ones.
It's incredible. All right, up next here on ABC 15 Mornings, we're all trying to get more sleep at night, right? Ahead, how about a warning when it comes to taking melatonin?
Plus, need a COVID test as cases drop. Millions of free tests are still unclaimed.
Hey, did you skip the dentist during the pandemic? How about your kids? A new warning this morning about a painful problem that's keeping a lot of kids out of school thanks to those missed appointments.
The ABC 15 Live Drive is out and about on the road this morning in the East Valley. This is a view of the Loop 101, the Price Freeway near Guadalupe Road. We'll get an updated look at your desert drive times before you leave coming up.
.13, let's get to our top stories. Russian President Vladimir Putin is putting his nuclear forces on high alert this morning as that invasion into Ukraine continues. The order means he wants Russia's nuclear weapons prepared for the possibility to launch. Putin says this is in response to, quote, aggressive statements from NATO and the financial sanctions. Delegations from Ukraine and Russia are meeting this morning to try to broker some kind of ceasefire. Today, the trial resumes for former Louisville police officer Brett Hankinson, the only person criminally charged in the raid that resulted in the death of Breonna Taylor. On Friday, the jury got to walk through her old apartment complex where she was shot almost 2 years ago. The White House says nearly half of those free COVID-19 test kits that people can get in the mail have not been claimed yet. 500 million tests were made available in January. You can order them through covidtests.gov.
6:14 now, and during the pandemic, a lot of focus has been on getting kids back in school, but another health issue is actually a lot more likely to keep them at home, and that is tooth decay. Our Nohelani Graf sharing a warning for all parents.
You know, Kaylee, it seems like a small thing because for most adults, it's pretty automatic, right? You wake up, you brush your teeth. But studies show that dental issues actually keep about 20% of kids out of school every year, often contributing to recurring absences and ultimately leading to more learning loss and lower grades. That's all according to the CDC, which also notes that 1 in 5 kids will end up with untreated tooth decay by the time they turn 19. Local dentists tell me, just like adults, a lot of kids missed their wellness checks over the last 2 years because of the pandemic. So now they are urging parents to get the kids back on track, highlighting that tooth decay and cavities can be really painful for kids and it can snowball quickly.
Could consider it contagious in that it will spread from tooth to tooth. It causes immense amount of pain, sleepless nights, fevers. Every once in a while, you will hear about a kid who died from a terrible infection that started in his mouth, spread to the rest of his body, and ultimately went to his brain.
So here are the official recommendations. It starts early. Parents of newborns, you should be wiping down those gums with a washcloth after feedings. The first tooth shows up, you start brushing it with water and then see a dentist. And once the kids are old enough, there is some debate on this topic, Kaylee, but dentists are very clear to choose a toothpaste that does include fluoride and then build those twice-a-day brushing habits.
Yep. We say sing happy birthday twice.
There you go.
Right? Yep. In order to get it all done. Doesn't always happen, but hey, we got to give it a shot. Our Nohelani Graf live this morning. Thank you.
Taking notes. I'm going to use that once Nora gets old enough to understand that, right? But a good reminder, that's for sure, to start early and start young. Hey, let's talk about your most accurate forecast. I know this may not be what you want to hear, especially if you're a local that's kind of not excited about the summer, but temperatures, they are inching up this week, and we are going to be flirting with the 90s by midweek, believe it or not. Now, on Wednesday, I'm forecasting a high of 87, and it does look like we'll stay just below that 90-degree mark, but man, it's going to be close. On average, our first 90-degree day doesn't happen until March 30th, but we've seen it as early as February 17th. That happened back in 2016. Now, hopefully we don't see it in early March, but again, we'll be watching that temperature closely. Today, looking for a high of 81 degrees, more high clouds through the morning, then some clearing this afternoon and evening. More of that filtered sunshine. Those high clouds, you saw them moving yesterday. We'll essentially see them through the morning again today. 81 for a high today. Then tomorrow we climb a few more degrees up to 84, and that'll put us at about 11 degrees above the average high for this time of year. Still below the record. Luckily, the record stands at 89. That was set in 2016 as well. And then by Wednesday, that's the day that'll be the warmest this week. Look for that high of 87. The record that day is 90 degrees. It'll be close. Again, worth keeping an eye on, but it does not look like we're going to reach that threshold. It's just going to get pretty toasty by midweek. Now, this morning, as you step outside, despite the warmer temperatures I'm forecasting this afternoon, you might still opt for a sweater. At least some layers today. Upper 40s right now in Queen Creek and the Santan Valley, Laveen and Maricopa as well. Buckeye checking in at 49. It's 54 though in Goodyear, 59 in Tempe, and Deer Valley, good morning, you're checking in at 56. Across Arizona, 20s, 30s, and even some 40s in northern Arizona. Payson checking in at 41. It's 25 in Flagstaff, 52 meanwhile at Lake Havasu. This afternoon, getting warmer, upper 70s to low 80s there, 81 degrees here in Phoenix, and 40s along the rim in spots like Flagstaff. Show low topping out at 51 degrees. Again, I mentioned our 30-year average is 73, so we're going to be running nearly 10 degrees above the normal for this time of year around the valley, and that means a quicker warm up today too. As you step outside, again, sweaters may be necessary, but you're likely shedding those layers by as early as mid-morning. 65 by 10 a.m. We'll reach 72 by noon, and then our high peaks at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Tomorrow, warmer. Wednesday, that temperature goes higher. Then it starts to fall by Thursday into the low 80s. And a big drop in temperatures as a cold front moves in. Maybe a stray shower Friday, more winds, and temperatures will at least be back near normal by the weekend.
ABC 15 Desert Drive Time, sponsored by Accident Law Group.
Near normal. I like the sound of that, Iris. Thank you so much. Let's get a check of traffic now, sponsored by Accident Law Group, with this live view of a new traffic alert to keep you posted on. This is in the northbound lanes of the 17 near Cactus Road. You see the HOV lane is blocked right now, so it's definitely causing some of these delays, and people, I think, too, on those southbound lanes looking over to see what's going on. Please stay focused on what you are doing and move over at least one lane for those first responders who are now on the scene. You notice your speeds are really dropping in this area, right around 10 miles per hour, but it does clear up quickly in that area, and hopefully they're able to get that one off to the right-hand side. We do still have this crash at 99th and Glendale Avenue there near the Loop 101. The speeds on the I-10 eastbound, those continue to drop too, right around 35 miles per hour as you're getting closer to the stack. Still a little bit of relief if you're coming in from the West Valley and the East Valley. Checking in nicely too, the 202 South Mountain Freeway, the 60, and both those 202 Red Mountain and the Santan do look good. We have checked into the yellow though already on the I-10 eastbound from the 303 to the mini stack. That is 27 minutes right now, staying right around 13 minutes on the 17 and the 51.
Well, grab your kilts and pack your bagpipes. Have the eyebrows gone up yet? Ahead at 6:25, a two-day event is coming to the Valley to celebrate the Scottish culture.
Plus, gas prices in the Valley are up 12 cents in just the past week. At 6:37, with so much pain at the pump, new rebates are making electronic cars more affordable. Electric cars, I should say.
Plus, hiding her face, why one woman is wearing a mask for more than just COVID-19. At 6:45, how our Joe Ducey is working to bring back her smile.
Plus, we are in the 80s this week, but is that going to hold for the weekend? At 6:49, Iris is back with your super 7-day forecast.
So there's been a 5-fold increase in adults taking melatonin for sleep, but doctors warn not everyone is using it correctly. Melatonin is a circadian rhythm regulator that can really help to reset our clocks when sleep is difficult because of things like shift work or jet lag. Doctors say not only are more people taking it, but they're taking higher doses than what's typically recommended, which is actually 5 milligrams or less.
Doses are not necessarily more effective and actually can be counterproductive because they can have opposite effect. They may end up making you sleepy during the day when you don't want to be sleeping.
You don't want that, right? If you are having trouble sleeping, the best advice is to talk with your doctor about some options.
6:25 on a Monday. Award season is in full swing, and after a big night at the Screen Actors Guild Awards, it looks like Coda is the film to beat this season. Mesa native Troy Kotzer making history as the first deaf actor to win an individual SAG award for Best Supporting Actor.
Really, I'm so proud, and it just shows that dreams can come true.
Coda also taking the top honor of the night, Best Ensemble. We'll see if Kotzer and Coda can keep that winning streak going on Oscar Sunday. You can see it right here, March 27th, right here on ABC 15.
It just makes you so happy, right? Well, A Taste of Scotland is returning to the desert as we take a look at this morning's bulletin board.
The Scottish Games are taking over Gilbert Regional Park this weekend. The fun kicks off Friday night with a special concert under the stars. The traditional Highland Games are Saturday and Sunday. And like the hammer throw, the caber toss, and so much more.
You know this is going to be a good time. Even the wee ones can try their hand at these. There's also going to be some live performers, a car show, a horse exhibit, a lot of vendors too, several beer gardens, and of course, some great food.
Tickets start at $15. You can also get a 2- or 3-day pass. For all the details, head to phoenixscottishgames.com.
Bring on the bagpipes and the kilts. That's today's bulletin board.
Expecting a lot of tartan too.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Magnus Van Magnuson.
Next at 6:30, automakers are going all in on electric cars with more options to get money back. Now, is this the year to maybe make the switch?
For COVID protection, but for also what the mask hides. I'm investigator Joe Ducey with how one woman's hospital stay left her embarrassed to be seen when she left.
It used to be called layaway. You buy something, you get it right away, and then you make payments over time. Well, still ahead, are the new buy now, pay later options better or worse for you and your credit?
A school partnered with ASU was set to open in Kyiv in just a few weeks, and now the school's top leader is watching the devastation unfold from afar. I'll have his story still ahead.
It's allergy season. Juniper and ash climbing into the moderate to high range. Keep the tissues handy and get ready for a big warm up this week. I've got your most accurate Super 7-day forecast in the next half hour.